Okay. So what GQ has started doing is they've started putting out these dating, if you're a man and whatever, this is what you should expect on dating apps and that sort of thing. So they do these sort of, photo dumps, but it's really just
carousels.
So,
yeah.
So I wanted to ask the most important people about that, which are women, because, it's supposed to help men date and that sort of thing. So for instance, on a date, always offer to pay on the first date. Do we agree or disagree? This is just yes or no's we're going to roll through.
That men, I don't know if I should weigh in on this. Like,
Why not? You've dated men.
Well, when I dated men,
and you've got straight women friends. What would they expect?
Derek took me to Pizza Delight on a coupon.
Okay, well, did he pay for it?
With a coupon, that is another game.
Yeah,
should they
always offer to pay? Doesn't mean they have to pay. Do they offer to pay?
I think that whoever asked the person on the date should pay. I think that goes for, yeah.
Love that answer. Yeah. Steph, what do you think?
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't think, if I got asked out, I still don't think I'd let you pay.
But it's like, it's the act of doing it. Like when I ask out women, if I ask out a woman, I will pay. She'll fight me on it, but I'll say like, I asked you out. If she asked me out and then said, no, she'd like to pay, I'd be like, of course.
Steph?
Yeah.
I think the offer is nice, but I think you could split it on the first date.
Yeah. I have some friends, like my cousin, like she likes the offer and then sometimes she likes to split. I have some friends that are like, if a guy doesn't pay on the first date, I'm done. And I'm like, but why? And well, that's how it should be. And who said that? It just seems
sort of just personal. I think,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's the thing. But she's turned down a lot of good guys because they, I guess, didn't do the right etiquette that they had no idea she was putting out.
One of the couples on Love Is Blind UK broke up because of something like that. Remember that season 1? In Europe, I think in Britain specifically, Netherlands too. You usually split it. You just split.
Yes, going Dutch.
And going Dutch, exactly. It's interesting because he was like, she said, hey, do you want to get ice cream? I'll pay for it. And he's like, oh, that'd be great. Thank you. And then she got mad at him because he didn't offer to pay.
Hey, do you want to go get ice cream? I'll pay for it.
And she's like, in my culture, men take care of women and that's how you do it. That's how you, and it was like, okay, like, I guess there's a cultural difference there.
Yeah, but then don't offer to pay.
Well, that's what I thought.
Like,
I thought that part was unfair.
I have I have trouble receiving, and I think it's really nice when people even offer to, like, also because I'm more masculine presenting, I feel like I sometimes think that I should pay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where am I getting this from? I'll process this later. Anyways, keep going. Yeah.
On a date and in the bedroom, asking, is this okay, is sexy.
Yeah, consent is sexy. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then it said, if things are going well, you should hear an enthusiastic yes. Any momentary awkwardness is far better than the potential alternative. So I thought that was interesting. On a date and in the bedroom, what exactly are we doing here? Conversation should happen somewhere around. So as in, and we need a lot of this for the left on red people. How long, I'm going to ask you this beforehand. How long, Stephanie, you're in the longest term relationship in the room. How long before you guys had that discussion?
We've never had that discussion.
You never had the discussion, so you're not quite sure if you're...
We're still not official.
Okay, you're not official.
You guys
never
have been
had the
together 8
boyfriend-girlfriend
years?
conversation.
We've been together 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's my running joke.
I wonder if he likes
we're
you.
still not actually together,
Oh,
even
okay.
though we're living together. And
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Have you guys dropped the L word yet, or...
Yeah.
Little touch and go there, huh?
Have you hooked up? Jesus.
I like the way you say hooked. Have you hooked up?
You two hooked up? Jesus.
real Canadian.
How long, Jax, in Lesbian Standard Time, is the what exactly are we doing here conversation?
I don't know. I guess it depends. It's usually like, I like to communicate being like, are we catching feelings here? Or like, if I want to be monogamous with somebody, or if I want to ask somebody if they're seeing somebody else, I'll ask straight up. But it probably happens in the first few weeks, I guess.
Okay, because this one says 5th date. And I thought, this is from, GQ, Gentleman's Quarterly, and it's a refresher for men. 5th date's early, I think.
I mean, it depends how spread out your dates are, I guess.
Well, if you think about it, like maybe you're dating, you're at the first couple of weeks, you're dating like once, and then the next couple, you're probably a couple times a week, are you not? Right?
Some lesbians.
I guess it depends though. Like it depends how you know them. Like say you're in school, university, you're going to school with this person. You go on 5 dates, but maybe you see them like at school or something. Like there's so many different.
Maybe than the friend group or.
Yeah. There's so many different ways. You go to a party, you see them, but then you actually go on a date like a week later. So you're seeing them more often.
Yeah.
but it's not
yeah.
actually a date. Like there's so many, I feel like a fifth date in those terms makes sense.
Right.
Maybe a fifth date with someone completely new that you're only seeing for the fifth
Yeah,
time.
fifth time. Yeah,
is
like the
maybe
fifth
early.
meeting.
Yeah.
And I also feel like some dates, especially for like queer folk, like a fifth date could be, because some dates last for days. Like, like you just keep hanging. It's like,
Yeah.
you just keep hanging out. Brunch, here we are at the park now, it's dinner, and then it's the next day you meet. So it could be the fifth date, could be 4 years in. Like it could be.
On the phone and on the internet, assume any email will be forwarded and any DM screenshotted.
Like-
Compose accordingly.
This is enough of that.
You don't think so? This is for men talking to women. So if you're what they're saying is you go and send the pics, make sure they're requested, otherwise they're gonna get screenshotted and sent around.
I thought you meant if you're talking to or if you're like that you're being surveilled by the woman that you're seeing. Okay, no.
They're talking about like they're gonna show.
Yeah,
their
men,
friends.
stop sending dick pics for sure. I can
Unless
tell you
they're
that.
asked for.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they're asked for, unless they're requested. But yeah, stop. Dicks are flying around. Don't mean to say it like that, but for my straight friends, they're just like, I'm like, how's your day going? And then it's a DP. It's aggressive.
At home, wash your towels way more often than you already do. What's your towel washing schedule, guys?
2 uses wash.
Two
which
uses?
I know is a waste of water. We've talked about this on Virgin. I don't like the way that wet towels smell or feel. Yeah, 2 uses.
Steph?
Yeah, that I wash my towels like twice a week.
Wow. I'm once a week. Twice a week.
And you're pretty sweaty.
I take a lot of showers.
And
too.
you do.
Yeah. At home, if you watch movies or TV shows ahead of your partner, you should be ready to rewatch if they ask you to, yay or nay.
Don't rewatch ahead of time. Or so like don't watch ahead.
Don't betray to begin with.
I'll tell you. So working in sports, I got to watch a lot of sports, right?
Yeah,
And so in the summertime, I say to Nat, like basically TV's yours, like, whatever. But especially with things like Below Deck and Real Housewives, sometimes she's at home and is like, working on something or whatever, and we'll just throw it on in the background. Says to me, I will rewatch that with you. But that's pretty light, right? Like, but if you're watching something as serious as like, people were like religious about Game of Thrones, I don't think you can watch that ahead, right? That's sort of cheating, is it
They'll
not?
know when the dragons kill everyone, right? Is that how it goes? No,
That's sort of how it goes.
I think that, but have you ever lied to somebody about it? That's where you get in trouble. So
Have you?
I have, and I got in big trouble, and I deserved it.
How did you get caught?
Because I clearly knew what was happening because I wasn't having the same reactions as I would. And I'm a terrible liar. I don't like to lie. And the partner at the time was like, and then she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that is crazy.
Oh, you are a bad liar.
I am.
Bad liar.
Whoa.
For men, get regular pedicures, but no polish needed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. You have I think you get pedicures.
Occasionally, yeah. I wish I did it more. I actually really like it, but it's actually a really fun thing for Nat and I to go do because we go and we sit and whatever. She took Everly once with her little cousin Nevaeh, and they all went to like, I didn't go to that one. That was like a girls thing, but like there's something very, for the straight guys out there listening to this, there's something very communal, warm, whatever. I don't know. It's like you sit there and you have
even
these
queer
great
men, they don't think that
conversations.
they should get pedicures. Everyone should get pedicures.
No, it's good for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex comes with me sometimes to get pedicures as well.
I can see that Alex seems like just a wicked guy. I'm like,
you have great cuticles too. Let me see your nails.
well, they're not done right now.
No, you have beautiful nails.
They're not done. Thank
Beautiful
you, darling.
nails,
I appreciate that. And then lastly here, you and your date should look like you're dressing for the same occasion, whether it's a dinner date or a black tie wedding. And I think that is okay, how many times have you been to something that's slightly fancy? Woman shows up and they look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like just dolled and looking incredible and whatever. And the guy shows up and he's in like a golf shirt fully undone that's a little wrinkled and doesn't really match his cargo shorts.
Yeah, and he looks like he doesn't want to be there, like, and feels like he doesn't want to be there.
No, you got to get dressed up with your partner.
I like to like get fancy, like with partners too, and I like to get like dressed up. Yeah, I like to like, blazer it and like coordinate and things like that. I don't like to match. I think having matching things,
Matching's strange
like
to me.
full matching shoes. I'm like, what are we, the Parent Trap? No, I'm not interested. But I'd like to like coordinate.
Nothing makes
That's
me feel
fun.
cooler than in a suit. I have a black suit. I have a black Tom Ford suit I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
I have 2 suits.
Yeah.
That is one of them. Every time I put that suit on, I feel like $1 million.
Like all jokes aside, though, when we go on like dates,
Yeah.
like when we've done like stuff with Paramount and stuff like that, we try to coordinate. Like we talk
Yeah.
about like what we're gonna wear and stuff. So
Yeah. Got to up it a little bit.
I want to see you in the Tom Ford. Have I
That's
seen
good.
you in the Tom Ford?
No,
suit?
you haven't. No, nobody has. I got married in it, but I didn't invite anybody to that.
Yeah, a private wedding.
And then the last time I wore it was for a charity gala in like January. I wear it about once a year.
Okay, I just got a new suit. Would you like to go wear our suits together
Go
somewhere?
suit up somewhere.
I'd love to go on a suit date with you. No, we should go for dinner and our suits.
I love that.
Write it off as business. Right, CRA? Yeah, I'd love that. Let's go on a suit date.
that.
Stephanie?
Steph, do you want a suit? Can we get you in a Hillary Clinton power suit?
Yeah, I own a suit.
Stephanie has power blazers.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah. You two actually I will say this about Jax and Stephanie. First off, great dressers. Second, both of them.
Look what I'm wearing.
Both of them have great blazers. You guys have good blazers.
Let's
You
go
know.
triplets. Let's go out, girls.
I love
Let's
it.
go out.
The girls.
All right.
Okay, I just wanted to check in on that
Yeah.
stuff. So GQ is going to be doing that every once in a while. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring that to the show.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, as a man, is that advice sound? Right? One of the things that I think as a man right now is with the manosphere stuff is we're all getting terrible advice.
Yes.
And I'm glad that I'm old enough to know that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys who, if I'd been in my early 20s and didn't have the confidence and didn't have the education and a bunch of good guys around me, I had good guys will tell you that stuff, right? But a lot of people don't have those sorts of role models. And so they're stuck with like these lunatics online who are really just trying to get you to buy courses. And I feel like, it's good to kind of put that stuff to the test and, ask women, hey, is this now GQ? I think they're legitimately trying to help you.